This is Dr. Stephanie Daza, and we're having a writing session. And Dr. Daza, what are you writing about?
Today I'm writing an article for Educational Theory on Gayatri Spivak, who in some ways is hard to define. She is a literary critic, a post-colonial scholar. She's interested in thinking against the grain of the mainstream, and so one of the interventions that she's made is in thinking about feminism. If we say that, we're going to all come together around the category of women, she's like, well, what kind of ideal, what kind of subject position have we created for women? And how do women of color and women who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, how do they fit into that category of women, which is typically defined as a white, heterosexual, middle class, or highly educated woman. So that's one of her critiques, and what I'm trying to do, she's well known in other fields, and what I'm trying to do is use her work in education, so bring post-colonial theory and specifically Spivak into the field of education. She writes a lot about what it means to teach and to learn and to unlearn, and what it means to work in the academy. So she has a lot of pieces of our field in her work, and I'm just trying to find a way to tap into it that doesn't essentialize it or romanticize it.
Okay, and can you ask me the same question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're at our writing session.
I'm about to get a haircut.
Dr. Simpson's about to get a haircut.
Yeah, I'm writing an article I've been thinking about for a long time, and it's called Spreading the Wealth of Knowledge, and it's about capacity building and community literacy agencies. And I'm looking closely at the narrative and interview of one literacy sponsor in a large city who kind of single-handedly represents the literacy development in the community in a government-sponsored agency in a library. And this person is really unique because she really, instead of a top-down model of literacy learning for adults and families and communities, she really uses an additive model, and she used the phrase spreading the wealth of knowledge. So she values the input of the people who come to her programs, and these people are typically more marginalized. They're immigrants, non-English speaking. Some of them live in poverty, not all of them. And they're all seeking learning in a place that is free and accessible. And so it's really important that we highlight the work that's being done there and the positive model that this person is bringing. And so I'm using this as a metaphor. I'm using this funds of knowledge framework as a metaphor because I think it's something that we overlook or forget about. We want a quick fix for literacy, and there is no quick fix, just as you were saying in the schools. So looking more at the complexity of the people who are actually in the trenches providing literacy sponsorship to those who are more marginalized. So it's kind of sociological, but I use a lot of narrative inquiry, and I'm struggling a bit with providing a rationale or justification for my research, so that's something I'm working through right now in my own writing, and that's it.
Thank you.